Now we want to do a Brummel splice. We don't have both ends to work with. We have only one end. We've got the same piece of rope we used before, but there's an eye in one end, so we can't pass that through this side of the rope. So we're going to do a slightly different Brummel splice, but gives us the same result. Once again, we're going to measure 20 rope diameters. Since it's half-inch rope, we're talking 10 inches. Okay. Then we're going to measure 3 rope diameters up for our reference point from A, just like before. Here's our reference point. Then we form our eye. Now I'm going all the way around to try to make it visible to the camera. Obviously you don't have to make them that dark. Now what we have here, as you can see, is we've got marks A and B with our reference mark there. And here's our tail in the end. Okay. We want at A and B to invert the rope. We basically want to tie a knot where the knot rolls over on itself and turns inside out. You can do A first or B, it doesn't matter. The idea is just to invert it. To invert it, you want to open it up and pass the rope through, right between the strands. So we pass a tool through, check to make sure there's the same number of strands on each side. And let's see, 1, 2. Looks like I need an extra on this side. There we go. Even number of strands. Open that up a little bit. Pass the end through. Okay. Now if we pull hard, it will invert the knot. So you start pulling, one thing to do is to roll the knot as you pull. Just like that, rolling it. You can see how it's inverted, and you can see there's a little opening right through here as part of it being inverted. If you can see it right in there. Okay, we'll do the same at A. Okay, and beautiful. There we go. Pull it tight. Okay. So you can see we've got an inverted knot at A and an inverted knot at B. Now what we want to do is untie these inverted knots or re-roll them, but we have to re-roll them in the opposite direction. So what this means, with A, we want to push the standing part of the rope up towards A and towards the tail. Okay. So to do that, you need to grab onto it and pull it, because ropes like to be pulled, they don't like to be pushed. So one trick to do is to open this hole up a little bit that's in the center. Really just twist this in there to open that. Then you can take your pliers, stick one side through the opening that you made so that it fits through the rope like that. Now you can grab on and rotate that right up and through. There we go, pops right up through. Okay, and now you can see where A has been turned back to the proper side again. Now we want to pull B right through that opening and get past. Okay. So we've got our tail going through A, up here to B. We want to push this part of the rope up through B to create our eye. Once again, follow from the tail up to B. So it's the same plan. Open that hole up a little bit. You can use your tool. One thing that works nice is if you have your pliers, you can just put them in and do that. Just open it up a bit. Then you can take your pliers with them open, slide it inside, grab onto the rope, and roll it right up through. And like I say, it just pops up. And you can grab it, pull it right up. You'll notice our little red reference point is coming right up to line up with B. Pull our tails. And you can now see we've got our eye, we've got our tail here. All we have to do, just like before, is bury this tail. So let's do that. Once again, as we're looking at this, we want to look where the ropes come together and form a V and measure one rope diameter down. So a rope diameter down will put us here. Then we want to lay the rope flat, and we want to go the length of the berry plus a quarter. So that would put us to about here. Open this up. We can use our wire fid, or if we have a fid with a hook, either way will work just fine, or a hollow fid, anything, any of those tools. Tool is not the key. It's the procedures, getting things in the right order and having the right lengths is what matters. So this time we'll use a fid just to show you can use those as well. So we've hooked that in, taped the point down so it won't catch. Slide the fid through to our mark for coming out, and milk it in. And as you can see, pops right through. We'll now remove the fid and the tape on the end and taper. That down, get a knife. I should do this on a cutting mark. Just cut the tape. Once again, pull as much of the tail out as you can. Pick two strands that are going in opposite directions. Pull them out. Cut. Go down a rope diameter to a 1.5 rope diameters and do another one, or another pair, I should say. Down the same distance again. Another pair. Good. Now let's fan out what's left, see if it's tapered. It looks like it needs a little tapering. So we'll just grab a couple of these, cut them at different lengths. Whoops. Okay. Fan it out again. We've got them at a number of different lengths. We'll just cut one more, and we should be good. Okay, so we got them at different lengths. We'll take our rope, grab up here where the very ends, and milk down to get that splice to go inside. couple milks and it goes right in. Now we have created a piece of rope with an eye on each end. You can do that just as well.